So here's the tuck hang to meat hook, and this is a level up from the inverted hang to meat hook. So it begins almost like a tuck front lever, but instead of just sending the hips up and forward, I'm going to lift my right side hip up and cross it. So I'm crossing my left hand towards my right hip. So my body isn't really twisted, it's just that I'm adducting or closing the angle between my left arm and my midline. So I'm pulling through my body towards my left hip with that left arm, and that's going to require a lot of stability in the left shoulder. There it is. So this finish position there is actually the easiest part by far. It's getting up and down which is harder, and that's why I'm tucking to make myself small and then extending my legs at the top. This would be much harder if I had fully extended legs the whole way. That would really force me to pull efficiently and make a direct line up with my hips to the rings. So you can see a bit of space there between my right elbow and my left hip. This is not a well locked off meat hook. Ideally you want to close the space entirely between your right arm and left hip and have a firm contact where your hips are very much inverted, so bum up, feet down, body folded. So as I mentioned, it's the first part of pulling into this movement which is the hardest. This means if you extend your legs at the bottom instead of tucking, and if you use less assistance from the supporting hand, in this case it's my right hand that's supporting, then you'll make the movement much harder. The demands of shoulder stability will be much greater, and you're going to have to figure out what feels like the strongest position for you as you initiate that pull. Because you want to make this movement feel as light and as efficient as possible so that you can progress to the next variation, which will be using less assistance from your non-working hand and using less of a knee tuck. Don't make this easier one harder, get better at it so that you can then make the harder one easier. And then you can directly work on your sticking points by slowing down.